Focus.
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 Focus. Focus.
Focus.
Focus on. Focus. 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 Focus on.
Focus on.
Focus. Focus. Focus on. Focus. 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 Focus.
Focus.
Thinking about is that Rita from Coronation Street? Not Rita. Vera.
Focus.
Focus on Britain. This is a Focus on Britain presentation.
Once upon a time, not so long ago, maybe a year in fact, there appeared out of nowhere a very smart young lad called Brian Harvey. Gary. He was such a breath of fresh air to the kids. He was urban, and he spoke like the youth of today. One morning, Gary, was sat having his daily dose of the internet and thinking about how many times he could say "in it" today. He decided to go on YouTube and tell the world just how successful he was. This would be the moment he would insert his youthful roadman slang, his multicultural London English that sounds so intelligent and has the ability to confuse anyone who hears it, other than the kids. He soon got noticed and was invited onto many mainstream TV channels, including Channel 4, that great and wonderful unbiased pretend news channel that's pretty much run by the government. He was a real smash. LBC had him on. Oh, it was smashing, innit, Brian thought. Oops, Gary. Then he joined a couple of tossbots on their podcast, Mr. Loves Tony Blair and Horsemouth. Nay, roared Rory Stewart. He sounded and looked like a horse. Your economics are worthless. Gary looked outraged. Brian continued to go on podcasts until one day he was invited to the one he'd always wanted. No, needed, in fact. This was his true calling, innit? Brian had joined Zach Polanski on his podcast, which looked like it was recorded in a library for the deaf, dumb and blind. Oh, it was great. Zach was absolutely stunned by Brian's economics. Wow, he thought to himself, I wonder if he is gay. Zach pondered to himself. It was then he realized Gary could see his thoughts. This could only lead to one thing, innit, bruv? They kissed, wow, long and slurpy, their teeth meshing together, clanking and almost chipping. Bruv, Brian thought, I'm married, innit? Later that night, Zach called Brian on his mobile phone. Hey, that went really well today. If I get voted in as Prime Minister, you can be Chancellor. Right, and finally it comes to an end, thank God. That was horrible to make. Two of the most annoying people in the world, and Mr. FOB had to sit there looking at them both. Anyway, like and subscribe, you filthy buggers, and I'll see you in the next one. Tatty bye.
Guy appeared, came out from nowhere, talking like the youth do now. Slaying every lad and pride, counting every unit in his head. Say enough, he said, viral views. Started telling everyone, race was already won, eating up the feed, all he ever needs. In it, bro, that is the way it goes. Say it loud, keep spinning it, voice full of in it, bro, voice full of in it. TV called him, gave him mainstream space, LBC cameras right in his face, building up the local scene. Numbers did not land, the micro in his hand. Small town man, broken plan, started telling everyone race was already won, eating up the feed, all he ever needs. In it, bro, that is the way it goes. Say it loud, keep spinning it, voice full of in it, bro, voice full of in it. Lines blur, it was awkward, it was weird, it was inferred the one he really wanted. It haunted, in it, bruv, that is the way it goes. Say it loud, keep spinning it, voice full of in it, bruv, voice full of in it.
I think their best chance of not getting smashed is to come in on inequality, to be serious about it, to speak to me, to get me involved, you know what I mean? Not just me, but like to make that shift, you know, to become more working class, to become more online, you know what I mean? To be more about, and they won't do that. Listen, I have to treat it for what it is. It's a game, right? You know, and I see Labour aren't giving us anything. And if you're out there pushing wealth taxes and you're super popular and you're going to win 40 seats, then that gives me power when I go and talk to whoever the new Labour Prime Minister is. And, you know, I don't see that as me using you. I see that as, like, surely you also... This is the role of a smaller party.
I'm with you entirely.